linebacker and tight end this year.
Yes, sir.
So just talk to me a little bit about, what are your expectations going on for this season?
We always set our standards high, especially at Buchanan. We always have a good team, good coaching staff, and obviously the goal is to win a back-to-back track champions this year, 3-time, three-peat it, and of course go on from there and get us a ring this year. That's the biggest goal, and we work hard to get to that goal.
Last year you guys were one of the top seeds in the Central Section playoffs. I know it didn't end the way you guys wanted to have it end. So I asked Jaden this question earlier, just how much motivation did that give you guys, entering the season?
Yeah, I mean, it was huge. Losing to Bakersfield in the semifinals, you never want to lose. And so it definitely put a chip on our shoulder. The preseason rankings came out. They got us at number 4, and obviously, we want to be higher than that, so we're all using it as motivation. Every day we go out there, anyone starts slacking off, starts doing what they're not supposed to, we get them right in check because we don't want to have what happened last year happen again.
You are known as one of the best, if not the best linebacker in the Central Section right now, but you're playing some tight end this year. So how excited are you to play some tight end and catch some touchdown passes?
I'm so excited. I haven't played offense since 5th or 6th grade, and so finally getting out there and, catching a ball again, trying to run into the end zone, it's exciting, man. I'll tell you what. And even the blocking aspect of it it's just an opportunity for me to hit people. So it's perfect for me.
I know you got a couple offers already, Fresno State, Washington. I know probably plenty more to come, but just entering this season for you, your junior year, what's going to be the biggest goal you have, I guess personally, besides the team aspect, obviously?
Personal goals, I just want to have more tackles and sacks than I did last year, just keep improving every year. But, the biggest goal is just be the best teammate I can be. I want to really help our teammates and the younger guys we got out there because when I got pulled up as a freshman, it was rough and I struggled, but I just want to be like the guy that these kids can look up to, and if they have anything they need to talk about or anything like that, just be a leader and lead by example and help out the younger kids for sure.
I know you guys got some new coaches this year, a new coaching staff, so just how's the integration been, with that coaching staff and, some of the older players that you guys have on this team?
Yeah, well, like we always talk about, it wasn't too hard of a transition just because Coach Wood had been in the Buchanan, program for quite some time. So, being used to him and being around him, it didn't make it too hard, but, we lost almost our entire coaching staff and a lot of seniors from last year. So the transition's definitely been, something that we've had to work towards, but we just try to look past all that and we just keep our minds on the goal at the end of the day.
Tybo Rogers on the other side, probably the best running back in the Central Section. Yeah. So, what's that moment going to be like, you think, when you and him meet, in that pile?
Oh, man, we played Los Alamitos last year, but like I've told everybody, I've never really gone against a running back like Tybo, and I can't wait for it. I'm going in there with a confident mindset. It's going to be fun. And I just talked to Coach Inge from Washington last night, and I told him that I'm going full after it. I'm not holding anything back, and we're just going to get crazy and have a good time.
And then just, for you, what do you think your tight end skills right now? In full transparency, I know you train with Elon, some in 7. I've seen you catch some passes. Yeah. I've seen some maybe hit the floor a little bit, but just what skills were you working on this season to shore up your tight end skills?
Oh man, the hands were the biggest part. You know what I'm saying? I dropped a lot of picks last year, and so right when they told me they were gonna have me trying to run some routes and stuff, I said I need to get on the jugs machine tomorrow, man. So it was just. And of course, Elon's been a huge help working with my speed and my routes and the way I run. And so Elon's helped me out tremendously, but it's just been working on, focusing on catching the ball, focusing on my yards after the catch and stuff like that. So.
And then just finally for you, what do you think Buchanan football is going to be known for this year? Obviously you guys are going to be one of the top teams in the Central Section, probably one of the favorites, if not the favorite, to win the Central Section Championship. But just overall, what do you want Buchanan football to be known for this season?
Oh, man, I just want us to be known as the team that, comes out and is just dominant. We all think we got shorted a little bit on our rankings, but, like I said, we look past that. But I just want to be known as a team that goes out there, doesn't talk a lot, and we just go out and dominate our opponents. That's the biggest thing for me, is just putting our heads down. Everybody does their jobs, everybody executes, because our coach put in a great game plan every week. And so if everybody executes and everybody goes 100%, I think we'll be a dominant team this year.
you and Jaden Mandal are best friends. I know he committed to Fresno State. I know you have a choice to make here in a few months or a few years, but just you two being the leaders on this Buchanan team, I mean, how good is your guys' communication, being leadership on this team?
Me and Mandal, we're great friends. We hang out all the time, and, of course, both of us having offers to state. People look up to us, but, we always kind of talk about it like you keep the offense in check and I'll keep the defense in check. So, we go at it every day in practice, of course. We huge competitors, but when it really comes down to it, he really mans up with the offense and keeps those guys in check and gets them going, and I really try to keep the defense with a level head and really get those guys going so we can get both sides of the ball working the way we need to.
So, Logan, I appreciate the time and good luck this season.
I appreciate you, Chris.
Right, appreciate it. Thanks, Logan.
Yes, sir.
I'm here with Jaden Mandal, quarterback for the Buchanan Bears. So, Jaden, you guys are one of the top teams in the Valley this year, so just, how ready are you to guys get the season going next week?
Yeah, we're really prepared. Our defense is looking better every single day. Our offense is really strong, and our new coaching staff is doing very well. And yeah, we're going to be ready.
So, what do you think the biggest thing is for you guys, this year to go after that Central Section Championship? I know last year, it was a little bit of a heartbreak for you guys. So, just how much motivation do you guys have this year to get that done?
Oh, we have so much motivation. Winning the track 2 years in a row, it's just not enough for us anymore. We really want to win that Valley. And, we're prepared. We're ready. Our coaching staff's doing well. All the players are doing good.
You lead the offensive side of the ball, but Logan leads the defensive side of the ball. I know you guys are kind of best friends, so, when you guys have that tandem that you guys have with you and Logan, how much does it help that Logan's there, to help you kind of lead the team?
Yeah, me leading the offense and him leading the defense, it's sick because we're best friends on and off the field, and so he's a big leader for the defense, and he's vocally training all the little guys, the sophomores, because we have a couple of sophomore safeties, and he's just coaching them up every day, and he does really well with that.
How much of a test is that going to be, the first week of the season, just to see where you guys are at, especially where you two teams might come down there to the end?
Right, it's going to be a big test for us. I think they were ranked 5 in our preseason, and we were 4. Yeah. So it's going to be a really good test. I know Tybo, Washington commit running back. It's going to be a really big test for our new defense and some of our younger guys. But I think we're prepared. We're preparing every day at practice. We got a good game plan.
And then just finally for you, going into the season, obviously you've already committed to Fresno State, so that's kind of a little bit of load taken off your shoulders. But just what are you hoping to accomplish this year, just heading into your senior year here at Buchanan?
I think the ultimate goal is that Valley. Like I said, we've won 2 tracks. It's just not going to cut it this year. We've done it, and we got new coaches, so I think everyone's on board to win that Valley for their first year. And also I want to throw for about 2,000 yards, rush for 500, and I just want to be a great leader for my teammates and win.
Appreciate your time and good luck this season.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
All right, thanks. Marshall Sanders, Clovis West athlete. So just talk about a little bit about the Clovis West Eagles this year. How are you guys going to be this year?
I think we're about to be very effective to the track because a lot of people aren't thinking anything about us. They're thinking about last year. So I think we're going to shock the track. The coaches, they're coming in very huge right now, giving us stuff we didn't have last year. And being a sophomore last year, coming back, a lot of us, a lot of the key players this year, I think we're all about to have an upcoming season. And our offensive line has gotten tremendous, way better from last year, had a huge jump. And they were the key last year. Getting Deshaun Watts, that missing piece we needed, I feel like we're about to be very effective.
What's going to be the biggest thing for you guys to be, I guess, one of those effective teams? Is it the communication between you guys? Is it just more you guys meshing together? Or is there one specific aspect that you guys are going to need to do to compete for a central section title?
I think it's mainly going to be just showing up every day ready to play. Because I feel like we got it. And it's just, we come to practice, we ready to practice. If we practice hard every day, get that right, I feel like we'll be good. And then when it's game time, my thing my dad always told me was, it's in your head. If you want it, you can do it. So I feel like we just got to want it, have the right mindset, and we'll have it.
I know Coach Brown, I think this is the second year as the head coach. So, just how much has his attitude, his words worn off on you guys to make you guys a better team?
Coach Brown's been huge, coming out there every day. it's big. Telling us like the skills. He's always on us, talking about being a leader. We're, doing all that. But his words, if you just gotta listen to him, because if you come out there like we got a couple new players coming out there, they weren't feeling it at first. But yeah, you can be mad when you're listening to him, but you gotta really sink in his words because he's been at the high level, he's seen it. So you can be mad, but you gotta just listen to him. And I feel like when you lock in, it's there. That's what he taught us this year. We gotta just lock in.
How much does it drive you guys too? Being in the league you guys are in, with Buchanan, with Central, with Clovis High, Clovis North, Clovis East. How much does it drive you guys to, when you guys have that competition, you guys play every week in league. I mean, how much does that motivate you guys too?
It motivates us big because seeing what league we're in, it's one of the best in California, and just seeing the Centrals, the Buchanans, and the Clovises playing against all these high competitive schools, just knowing that we're in the league, the same league as them, it's tremendous. And knowing that we're there every game with them, saying that we can compete with that team, it's telling our team that we got this and we can do it. So this year I feel like we're going to show it.
I know you kind of mentioned it, a lot of people are mentioning in the Central section, Buchanan, Central. Do you guys feel that Clovis West, you guys are a little, I guess, looked, I wouldn't say down upon, but you guys are not as hyped as some of these teams that you deserve to be?
Yeah, I feel like we deserve the hype, but we don't really need it. I feel like they can take all the hype they want. It doesn't matter to us. We want to come out and play. And I feel like we're going to come out and play this year. And as long as we shock the valley and do our thing and work hard, be competitive at everything we do, and stay focused in the classroom and just be smart off the field, we'll do great.
And then just for you personally, Marshall Sanders, I mean, what you work on this summer that's going to make you, more explosive or a better player on the field this year?
So my whole high school career coming in freshman with Dayton Tafoya, he was always telling me that the weight room, bro, we need you in the weight room. And being a freshman, I'm thinking, I got it, bro. Like my body, it was all laughs and jokes. Sophomore year, it was more like it's like too late now. So we're already in season, and the coaches, Coach Brown was bringing in coaches, Coach Franklin was bringing in coaches, and all they would say was weight room, weight room, weight room. And that's during season. So I'm thinking, I'm telling all the guys, bro, we got to get in this weight room. We got to be serious about it. And Coach DaCosta, he's our strength and conditioning coach. He got us right this spring, this summer, and I feel way more explosive, and I feel like that's going to pay off in this season.
And then just finally, for those that may go watch Clovis West play next Friday or the rest of the season, what type of team is Clovis West going to be this year?
We're going to be a real, I would call it a real selfless team. Everybody's wanting to share the ball on the offense. We have a lot of targets this year, way more than last year, because some people, as like the Jordan Pierros, they got looked off. So I feel like this year we know what we can do with our wide receiver core. We got a new running back, Aiden Fortenberry. I feel like he's about to be huge to us. So I feel like we can share the ball. In defense, we got a few of our players back, and I feel like we're going to do great with that. So I feel like you can call us a selfless team this year.
Sounds good. Well, Marshall Sanders, Clovis West, I appreciate your time. Good luck this season, and we'll talk again soon.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, so I'm back with Hanford High quarterback Caden here. So Caden, Hanford High is one of the top teams in the Central section this year, preseason ranking. So just, what are your guys' expectations going into 2022?
I think we're looking to go back to D1. I mean, obviously not going to be afraid of going D1 again, even though we had a pretty tough loss last year. But I think the big thing last year was the little things that we didn't do correctly is what hurt us in the long run. I don't know. I think we should show better what we are better than we did last year.
What would you say? What experience did you guys gain, playing Central last year in the Division I playoffs that you guys are taking into this year in 2022?
I think just competing at a higher level. We played some lower division schools, and we didn't have to like we could flip that switch on and off.
Yeah.
And this year, I don't think we can do that anymore because that showed us last year that doesn't always work when we play top level teams.
What has Coach Caden Sanchez, your guys' head coach, what's he been saying, to you guys this year entering the season, knowing that you guys are one of the top teams in the section? How is he keeping you guys level-headed and not thinking too much of that?
He's telling us that pretty much any week you can be beat. So you have to play your A game. You should go out there and want to beat that team by as much as you can without letting your foot off the gas. All gas, no brakes.
You guys have a very tough opener against Bullard. They won a Division II title last year. So, and how excited are you guys just to get the season going next Friday, to get back on that field? And then second, just what do you think that game's going to be like against Bullard next week?
I think it's super exciting to open up against a well-established school in the Fresno area that is known for having good Division I athletes. I think it's going to be a great football game, and I don't know if we're playing at Ratcliffe or McLean, but I think the whole thing about it is going to be so cool, and we're back to those big Friday night football games that are on the news and all those things. Those are the things you kind of dream about as a kid. You have Frontier, who's a pretty solid Division II school. We don't want to be shied away from when they go to make the playoffs and say that, they played these teams that are smaller and they just beat up on them. We want to have those big wins that no one thought we were going to win and be the underdogs and really show that we can beat anyone. It's anyone's game when you work hard.
And then just your teammate Jaden Sudds is here at our Media Day 2022 event here at Dave & Buster. So, what's the connection been like between you and Caden, you and Jaden, over the last year that's making you guys stronger?
Well, me and Jaden have played football since we were in 6th grade together, actually with Brandon Ramirez too. And we work every week, every Thursday before the games, or if we play on Thursdays, every Wednesday after practice we go, and all of our receivers, including him, we all go and run routes after practice. You have to run 10 after and catch every single ball else you don't leave. I think our chemistry just has kept growing over the years, and it's been able to make us kind of like a good duo together.
And then just finally, for anybody who might not make it down south to see Hanford High play, what is Hanford High football going to be like this year?
Hard-nosed, smash-mouth, Hanford High football. We'll run the ball down your throats, or we will spread the game out and throw the ball and go very fast. So hopefully, you guys see us play some good football this year.
All right, well, Caden, I appreciate the time. Good luck to you and Hanford High, and we'll talk again later this season.
Thank you.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you. I'm here with Caleb Shelton, linebacker for Central Grizzlies. So, first of all, what are the expectations for the Central High Grizzlies this year?
The expectation for us this year is to get stuff done, work on everything, the details. We need to get right, with everything that's going on this season, because I'm one of the returners of the front seven, so I have to get everybody right. Most people haven't started like me last year, so I've been trying to get everybody right.
You guys are in a very tough conference, with Buchanan, Clovis North, and all that.
Yeah.
So just, Coach Biggs, how does he, how's he set your mindset, going into the season?
He set our mindsets to progress even better. Even for the defensive side, he helps us out too. He goes over there and tells us what the quarterback does, what they read. Even with our D coordinator, with Sean Garrett, he's always there. All the coaches are always helping us with all those position coaches always help us on both sides of the ball.
Ladainian Streets is here at Media Day 2022. Dayton Tafoya, your quarterback. So as a Central High Grizzlies football team, how good can you guys be this year if everything clicks right for you guys?
If everything clicks right for us, we could be a really good team. We got the talent, everything. We just need work. We just going to be well conditioned by the time it comes to it. We're going to be well conditioned.
What is your personal goal this year? I know you got the team goal of obviously winning the Central Section title, but just personally for you, how do you want to get better this year? What's your goal this year?
My goals this year is to step up as more of a role model and leader to other kids, and just on the football team anyways. I want to be a leader and go help out.
What's the biggest thing that people are going to know about Central Grizzlies after next week's opener on Friday night? What are they going to know about you guys?
They already know that we're ready to play, and it's going to be some games going to be shootout. like our first 5 games are really tough. We got Edison Stockton, Memorial, one Saturday game up in Santa Barbara. And that's going to be a really shootout because that's when our limits are tested because I heard they're really good. And the film I watched on them, they're really good.
Being a linebacker, in this league, you're going to go up against like a Jaden Mandal. You're going to go up against, Clovis North athletes, Clovis East athletes. So how do you prepare yourself, before the games, to, I guess, get in the right state mentally and then also, to play?
Yeah. I start thinking what I'm doing, but also don't think because if I start thinking, I start overthinking of what I'm doing. I start worrying about everything else. I just need to worry about my job and kids like I've always talked to, always seen them play against them. Like I just need my right for myself and listen to music and just talk to my mom, talk to my older brother. Like he's here right now. He's at Kansas City in college. So I'm gonna get my mind right and make sure everything's ready with that.
And then just for you, as a linebacker, as one of the leaders on the defense at Central, how good can the Central defense be this year?
Defense could be really good when we start clicking.
Yeah.
It's just clicking is going to be really tough because all of them are new. I'm the only returner that's coming back.
Yeah.
But I'm going to get them right, make sure everybody's ready. Like, slowly but surely, every game we're going to take step by step and make sure they're all ready.
All right, well, that's Caleb Shelton, Central High Grizzlies linebacker. Good luck to you guys this season,
Thank
and we'll talk again soon.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. All right, we're back here with Ladainian Streets, wide receiver for the Central High Grizzlies. Ladainian, I appreciate the time. So just talk to me a little bit about, the Central High Grizzlies this year, man. How good are you guys going to be?
This year, this is like a redemption year. Last year, obviously, we lost in the Valley Championship, and we're looking forward, trying to get back to that, taking it day by day. Our main thing is really just trying to stay consistent, take it one game at a time because our schedule's tough. We play Liberty week 5, and then we got Bishop Diego, I believe, week 4. Those are pretty good teams, and we just got to prepare for them.
Talk about the connection you have with Dayton. Just how's that connection been growing, and like what's the connection like with you and Dayton?
We got a really great connection. We're really great friends off the field. Just this year, this off season, we've really emphasized just us going out, working out, him throwing me some passes, so we can get the feel like in-game situation.
How much motivation is on the team this year? After falling in the Central Section title game last year, just how much motivation is it for you guys to get back there?
That's a lot of motivation. After that game, everybody was down, and we were embarrassed. Losing that bad out of your home field is not a great feeling at all, especially when in previous years, there's winning at the school. So we just felt like we let people down. So we just kind of go back to that game, use that as motivation. So when we play them again, that won't happen.
And then, for you personally, what have you been working on this summer, to get better, heading into the opening of the season next week?
I've just been working on keeping my body right, stretching every day, icing after practices, long practices. Just keep my body right and just trying to stay healthy.
Being in the league you guys are in the track with Buchanan and Clovis West, you guys play a lot of great defenses, a lot of great teams. How do you guys try to, I guess, keep your guys' attitude up, knowing the schedule you guys are going to play this year?
We try our best to keep our attitude up. Those teams are just any other high school teams. They might be bigger, but we just gotta take it day by day and prepare for them. And track is a tough league, so great competition. And
then just what are people going to expect from the Central High Grizzlies this year when you guys step on the field, win or lose? What type of team is Central High?
They're gonna expect us to make plays. Previous years they've made plays, and we just gotta continue to make plays. Just make plays.
Sounds good. Well, Ladainian Streets, I appreciate the time. You guys open the season next week. Good luck this season, and we'll talk soon.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. All right, I am here with Tanner Wilson, quarterback for Sunnyside High School. So, Tanner, I appreciate you being here, but just talk a little bit about Sunnyside High School this year, the Wildcats. How good are you guys going to be this year?
I think we would be some of the best that Sunnyside has been in the last couple of years for sure. We have a great foundation and a great family that the head coaches all the way down to the players have made. So it's going to be exciting to watch for sure.
For you, quarterback for the Wildcats, I mean, what have you been working on this summer, to be better than you were last year? And you were a phenomenal freshman, made a name for yourself. You already got Division I offers. So just, what have you been working on this summer to be better?
All the little stuff like leadership, all the way down to throwing the long ball better, to throwing every type of ball better. So it's all taking what the problems I've had my freshman year and for sure making it better my sophomore year, this upcoming year.
Talk about, you got one of the best receivers in the section, C.J. Jones. So, I mean, how's the connection between you two going to be this season?
For sure. I've known CJ for a while, and I've been throwing the ball to him for a while. So having them, that's a game changer for sure. He's for sure one of the best wide receivers in the Valley. If not, he is the best wide receiver in the Valley. So he's special. He's something that every quarterback loves to have on their team for sure.
I know you've gone on a couple unofficial visits, stuff like that. So just how's that process, playing out for you? Even though you are a sophomore, you're already going through that process. Just how's that been for you?
It's great. Not everyone has a chance to do it, so I'm really blessed to be in a position to be able to go on these visits, to go all the way from across the street to Fresno State, all the way to LA, to Oregon State, and San Jose and other schools like that. It's a great process that everyone wishes. Like when you're younger playing football, this is exactly what you want. So I'm living the dream for sure.
And then just for the Sunnyside Wildcats this year, I mean, for people who might not have seen you guys play or might not know, you guys, what is Sunnyside Wildcat football? What do you guys, what do you want everybody to know about Sunnyside High School?
We're just a fun team to watch. There's a lot of games last year that we had. I had 60 dropbacks and we only ran the ball one time. So it's fun. It's a fun team to watch. You see a lot of just good vibes out there and just whole bunch of players that just love playing the game and out here just having fun winning games.
Do you guys feel there's a little chip on your shoulder? People mention you guys, but obviously there's in Central Section, there could be a little bit of a top echelon of teams, Buchanan, Central, Liberty. Do you guys feel a little bit of chip on your shoulder to prove that you guys deserve to be up there?
Yeah, for sure. Even after the great year we had last year, I think we're still kind of doubted, but I mean, it's going to happen after the following year. Sunnyside has a little bit of down year, so it's for sure a chip on our shoulder, seeing the rankings and seeing, we're not as far up there as we think we should be. So it's something that every day in the weight room or on the field, and just every day that we're trying to prove that we're better than that people are trying to improve.
And then just finally, for those who are going to go see Tanner Wilson play this season, what are they going to get out of you this year?
They're going to see, for sure, a lot of touchdowns, a lot of yards, a lot of games won, just a fun quarterback I feel like I am to watch, a game changer, some good games to be in, and just overall just really fun.
All right, sounds good. Well, that's Tanner Wilson, quarterback for Sunnyside High School. Go watch him play. They start the season next Friday night. So, Tanner, I appreciate the time, and we'll talk again soon.
Yep, thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, Press Pass with Chris. I am back here at Media Day at Dave & Buster's. So, first of all, Dayton, just talk a little bit about today's Media Day. How'd you enjoy it?
I had a good time. On the way here, I didn't know what to expect, but once I got here and I saw all the other athletes here that I've played against or grown up playing with, I had a good time.
So I was talking to a couple of your teammates earlier, but just talk a little bit about what is Central High Grizzlies going to be this year?
We're a really traditional team, and, we're going to bring the house every time we play someone.
For you, being the quarterback on the Central High Grizzlies team, just what type of leadership role have you taken on the team, to prepare for the upcoming fall season?
I'd say I'm pretty prepared for it. I've been a leader since my freshman year playing varsity at Clovis West, and I feel like I've really taken that role serious since then. So, I just got to keep everyone, on their toes so they're ready for the season.
For you personally, what have you been working on this summer, just to prepare for this season to become better?
Being consistent, talking to more coaches every day, just being consistent with that as well. Because being consistent is a very important thing, in high school sports, talking to your coaches on Twitter, talking to your actual high school coaches and talking to your teammates and just creating that bond.
Talk about the bond you have with Ladainian. Just how good are you guys going to be this year? Is it about communication with you guys? Just talk about just that relationship you have with your wide receiver.
Ladainian, I've known him since I was young. We went to elementary school together. We work out every weekend, doesn't matter. We get into it sometimes, but it's always out of love, and this season it'll really show how much we've grown since last year.
Talk about Coach Biggs. I know he's one of the best here in the Central Section, a lot of success. Just how much has he helped you, grow as a quarterback?
Biggs has helped me a lot because he's gone through a lot of stuff I'm going through right now, and he'll really sit you down and talk to you and make sure you're comfortable and you understand stuff. But yeah, that's my guy.
So you guys have a tough schedule, this year. Obviously, your league is always tough, but just talk about when people are going to go watch the Central Grizzlies play this year, what are they going to see from you guys?
A very powerful and very disciplined team. Because last year we weren't as disciplined as we needed to be to finish the job in the Valley Championship. But this year, I feel like we have way better leaders, and we have a lot of guys that actually want it and have that heart to finish the job.
How much motivation do you have, after how last season ended?
I have a lot of motivation. This whole offseason, we had a great offseason, good 7-on-7 run, and we're all competing together, and our team is really strong bonded. A lot of us were at different schools at one point, and we all came back together because we've known each other for a while. So I feel like our bond is really going to play a big part in how our season goes.
And then finally, just my last question is, when people on next Friday, when you guys open the season, they look at Dayton Tafoya, what are they going to see out of you as a quarterback on Central High Grizzlies?
How mature I've come since my freshman, sophomore year, and all my decisions are precise and on time. And I just want them to look at me and say he knows exactly what he's doing and he's ready to play at the next level.
Sounds good. Well, Dayton, I appreciate the time. You guys open the season next week. Good luck to you guys, and we'll talk again soon.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. All right, well, I'm here with Max Workington from Kingsburg High School, quarterback. So, Max, just talk to me a little bit about, going into the season, just what are your guys' expectations for the season coming up here?
Okay, so we have a very good team, very fast, athletic. We have a good line up front. We have great coaches. I would say we're a very strong, good team.
Yeah. What has Coach Wilson been telling you guys, coming into the season? You guys are probably one of the top 10 teams in the Valley. So how's he been keeping you guys very, just level-headed?
He said basically just stay prepared, keep your head on a swivel, just keep going, keep grinding, don't care what anyone else says, just keep going. You guys open up the season next Friday. So, how excited are you guys to open up the season next week? We're very excited. It's going to be a very good game. They're a good team, too, so it'll be a battle.
For you as a quarterback, I know you and Ethan, both play quarterback on the team. Ethan Winslow is a great quarterback.
Yeah.
So, just how does that mindset go with, you guys kind of splitting reps or, it's never really been a 1-2. It's always been a common. So how do you guys deal with that?
For me, I'm just trying to make most of every opportunity I'm getting. Just keep going forward. Since, too, he's a great quarterback. He does a lot of things right. So, it's very hard, and we just compete every day.
And then just finally for you, what do you think is the number one thing for Kingsburg this year, to get that title? You guys are, like I said, you guys are one of the top teams. You guys had a very good season last year, but just what do you think it's going to be like, going after that Valley Championship this year?
Just staying prepared and staying ready. Cause I feel like we have a good team to do it, and I feel like this is our season to do it, and we just need to be level-headed and just keep going. Yeah.
All right. Well, appreciate it, Max. Next Friday, you guys kick off the season, so good luck for the rest of the year, man.
Thank you.
All right. Appreciate it. Thanks, bye. All right. I am here with Caleb, quarterback for the Garza High School. Yeah. So, just talk a little bit about Garza High School. I know you guys are a new school. A lot of people don't know who you guys are yet. So just talk about what are you guys going to do this year on the football field?
Yeah, this year we're trying to just show everybody who we are and what we're trying to bring to the table. Being another Central school, going to try to live up to the other Central, just go out there and compete with everybody.
Being the quarterback on a new school like that, what have the coaches told you guys about this season? Like you said, that Central High has, all the history they have. Do you guys try to live up to that, or are you guys trying to create, your own history for the Garza?
We're trying to do both, It's under Justin Garza's name, a really well-known football coach, and, we're trying to live up to them, but also create our own path and just to do good things.
For you, for Caleb Matthews, being the quarterback there, what have you been working on this summer, to get better, to continue to improve?
This summer, working in the weight room, on the field, just getting more well-rounded, doing a lot of offense, making sure I'm down with my reads and my plays and all that.
For those that may not know where Garza High School is, or that, you guys have, can you tell me a little bit of the history of you guys? I know you guys have only been open for 2 years?
No, this will be this is our second year. Our campus is right by Glacier Point, right by Collegian, so
And then for you guys this year, I mean, is there a game you're looking forward to on the season, or are you just ready to get Friday night started?
I mean, shoot, our first game of the year is going to be on TV, so we're all pretty excited about that. You know, just every game trying to prove to people, because people kind of probably overlook us because we're younger. So, yeah.
Being a younger team, have you taken on kind of a leadership role, you know, or, you know, is it kind of like just a leadership by committee because everybody is so young?
Yeah, you know, I've been trying to do my best to become a leader on that team. You know, I think it's working pretty well, but you know, our coaches are also displaying a good job of like what the leadership should look like, and you know, Coach Ferris has done a really good job with that.
And then just finally, for anybody who's going to go see Garza High play this season, or going to see you guys on Friday night on TV, what are they going to expect out of the Garza High Guardians this year?
You know, just widespread offense, you know, to go score some points, and we got a good defense too.
Cool, sounds good. Well, Caleb Matthews, quarterback of the Garza High School Guardians football team, I appreciate the time and good luck this season.
Thank you, man.
All right, thank you.